Dear ones, this is a reality that is being kept quiet. Planet Earth is currently undergoing an unprecedented frequency shift. If you feel like your life has been literally torn apart in recent months, you're not going crazy. Right now, two sides, light and darkness, are fighting for you. Each side's goal is to pull you over to their own. The time has come to make your choice. But how? If light isn't always about good people, and not everyone is suffering in darkness right now, the new bright planetary frequencies will put everyone in their proper place. And those who don't synchronize with them will quite literally be pushed out of this reality. Illness, crises, and premature death, these aren't threats. They're already happening to millions of people. Imagine an airplane accelerating to supersonic speed. Those who are inside and buckled in will make it through. But those who are outside, clinging to the wing, will be swept away by this current and left behind, stuck in the old vibrations. Today, I'll tell you about 3 tools of darkness for the fall, and what you should do right now to avoid ending up among those whom the planet will reject. Let's start with the main point. There are 3 levels of planetary consciousness. The third dimension, 3D, is the animal level. Here, ego, aggression, fear, and division rule. Everyone is out for themselves. The world is full of enemies. There aren't enough resources for everyone. Sound familiar? This is the program in which humanity has existed for millennia, the so-called law of the jungle, the 4th dimension, a level of awareness and interconnectedness. Here comes the understanding that we are all connected. Thoughts shape reality. I am the creator of my own life. Abilities like self-healing, telepathy, and working with energies become natural. The 5th dimension, 5D, the divine level. Unconditional love, instant manifestation, the light body. Here, physical laws no longer impose limits. Right now, Earth is transitioning from 3D to 4D. And this isn't just a theory, it's a measurable fact. The Schuman resonance, the planet's electromagnetic pulse, is rising very rapidly. And what had remained stable for centuries is now changing every day. And here comes the critical moment. This process is cyclical. Atlantis went through this process and failed. Now it's our humanity's turn. Unlike previous civilizations, we already have the knowledge and the tools. The problem is that this transition isn't an automatic elevator that will lift everyone up. It's more like a train that's picking up speed and accelerating every day. If you jump on, you'll make the journey. If you're late, you'll be left on the platform at the old station, which will soon be demolished. Now, the most important thing, what blocks millions of people from making the transition? Parasitic structures may be present in your energy field, in your subtle bodies. These are low vibration entities, attachments, negative programs, and energies. You can call them whatever you like, but they are energetic parasites that feed on your life force. This is what's happening right now. The planet is raising its vibrations to 40 Hz and above. Pure human consciousness resonates with these frequencies. But if there are parasites in your field, they anchor you at low frequencies, from 5 to 10 Hz. Imagine you're trying to take off in a hot air balloon, but heavy stones are tied to the basket. No matter how much fire you add, these stones will keep pulling you down. These energy parasites do 3 critical things. First, they drain your energy, and you literally have no strength left for transformation. Chronic fatigue, apathy, depression. This isn't psychology, it's energetic exhaustion. Second, they distort your perception. You can't hear the voice of your heart, your intuition, your higher self. Instead, obsessive thoughts, fears, and doubts keep spinning in your head. And these aren't your thoughts. They're being broadcast to you by the parasites. Seemingly kind thoughts dictated by dark entities lead to terrible consequences. Third, blocking of awareness. It's impossible to meditate, impossible to concentrate, impossible to feel higher energies. It's as if you're in a fog. And this fog is created by them, the parasites. The scariest part is that these entities and those they serve know about the transition. And they're in a panic because they can't survive in the new frequencies. That's why they're attacking you now with double the force, trying to hold on to as many people as possible to preserve at least some part of the old world. What happens to those who don't cleanse themselves and don't raise their vibrations? Imagine a deep-sea diver who is suddenly brought up from the depths to the surface. The difference in pressure ruptures blood vessels, blood comes from the ears, organs fail. This is called decompression. The same thing happens with energy. The planet is at a frequency of 40 Hz, but you're stuck at 10. And this difference in frequencies creates energetic decompression. The physical body can't handle it. All illnesses worsen and new ones appear. The immune system drops to 0. The body literally falls apart. You're constantly sick. the psyche goes out of control. Panic attacks, psychosis, uncontrollable aggression, depression, and apathy. A person loses touch with reality. Their fate collapses. All areas of life simultaneously go downhill: work, relationships, finances. It's as if an invisible hand mercilessly destroys all supports. And this is not punishment for sins. This is physics. Incompatible frequencies repel each other. The planet cannot hold on to what does not resonate with its new vibration. And here is the key point: this process is accelerating. If before adaptation took years, now it comes down to months, even weeks. Those who don't make it in time are left behind forever. But there is also good news. For those who purify themselves, who raise their vibrations, incredible opportunities open up. The body becomes healthier and younger. Intuition sharpens to the point of clairvoyance. The ability to materialize what you desire increases many times over. Miracles become a daily occurrence. Now I will reveal the mechanism that will help you understand how this works. In your DNA, in your very cells, there are dormant codes. Think of them as seeds. A seed can lie in a dry place for years and nothing will happen. But place it in moist, warm soil and it will sprout. Your transition codes are activated when you reach a certain frequency of consciousness. This is an automatic process, like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. But you must reach the threshold activation frequency. If there is a lot of negativity in your field, if you have energetic blocks and parasites, you physically cannot reach such purity. It's like trying to power a device designed for 220 volts with a 9-volt battery. There's just not enough power. When the codes are activated, the transformation begins. On the level of consciousness, you start receiving instant insights, an inner understanding of how reality works. You gain a connection with your higher self, and it becomes constant. On the energetic level, your chakras open up completely. The meridians are cleansed, the aura becomes denser and brighter. On the physical level, your cells begin to vibrate at a new frequency. Your DNA unwinds additional strands, and dormant areas of the brain are activated. But here's what's critical. You have spiritual guides who are ready to help you through this process. They are literally waiting for your readiness, for your decision. But they can't help if you are completely blocked by negativity. It's like an ambulance that has arrived but can't enter your apartment because the door is locked from the inside. The key to that door is the purity of your consciousness and your readiness. What should you do right now? 3 critically important steps. Step 1. Free yourself from energetic ballast. The first and most important thing is to break ties with parasites. All parasites come to you through negative emotions, through fear and panic, envy and anger, resentment and complaints, and all kinds of addictions. Every negative emotion is a door for them to settle in. Close those doors. Step 2. Activate your heart center. The heart is your navigator in these new frequencies. Of course, I'm not talking about the physical heart, but the spiritual heart. When you live from your spiritual heart, you automatically synchronize with the planet. How can you tell if your heart is closed? You don't feel energy, you don't hear your intuition, you live only in your mind. The simplest activation. Stop right now. Place your hand on the center of your heart and say, I open my heart to the divine light. I trust the process. I am ready for the transition. Step 3. Raise your vibrations through practice. Without daily practice, it's impossible to maintain high vibrations. You need meditation and cleansing for at least 20 minutes a day. Breathwork, pranayama, Reiki, energy practices, channeling, working with chakras. But most importantly, you need a systematic cleansing of all subtle bodies. This cannot be done on your own. You need proven methods and experienced guidance. Dear ones, I am not trying to scare you, I am warning you. The time of illusion is over. Look around you. How many people have already broken down? How many are just living out their days like the living dead, without any will? How many have died, left this world before their time? How many people have lost their minds and are behaving irrationally? None of this is by chance. These are the ones who couldn't adapt. But you have a choice. And you need to make that choice now, not tomorrow or in a week. Processes are accelerating very quickly. You can keep living as you always have, just hoping for the best. But these processes will continue on the planet regardless. The planet doesn't care about your hopes. The physics of transition is relentless. Or you can take responsibility, cleanse yourself, prepare, go through this transition consciously, and reach a new level of existence. Those who make it through will gain abilities they once only dreamed of. Telepathy will become a common way of communication. Healing will become the norm. Materialization of thoughts will happen instantly. Connection with higher worlds will become constant. This is not science fiction. This is already happening to those who are in the process. If you feel that time is short and you urgently need help, I invite you to a 3-day marathon. It's time to choose stay in a dying reality or step into a new world. The decision is yours. But remember, you have very, very little time left. See you on the other side.